What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be showing you how to do all sorts of things like add parts, change the colors of them, scale, change the material, make it transparent, reflectance, all of those kinds of things. So first, just open up Roblox Studios, then once you have it open, go to the new thing right here, or if you already have an existing game that you're working on, you can go ahead and do that instead, but I'm just going to click on the base play icon right there. First, just go to the view right here, and then I have my Explorer properties and toolbox open. If you don't have those open, just go ahead and click them, and once you have all of them open, now we can get started. So I'm just going to add a part right here, a block, and you can just click on the drop down to add any of these things. Like I can also add a sphere right here. I'm just going to go up on this, and then if you opened up all the tabs like the properties, everything like that, I'm going to show you how to change the color and materials of them. So just select the part, and then once you're inside of them, you can change the brick color right here. So I just want mine a nice, maybe white right here. And you can also change the colors right here. And right here, I can change if I want to cast shadow, like if it casts a shadow on the world. So I can show you that right here. Because I have my render quality very low, I'm just going to go to File, Studio Settings, Rendering. Then I'm just going to change it to level 21 so I can see all that kind of stuff. Now that we have that up, I'm just going to turn the cast shadow off, and I can turn it on again like this. And then I can change the color from right here too if I want like lots of different kinds of things. And then the material you can also change from right here and here. So I'm just going to change this to something like marble. And then I can change the reflectancy to something a little higher. You need to have the material as something like smooth plastic for it to show any reflectancy. Now you can see that looks super cool. And I can also change the reflectancy down a little bit, and I could also have it a little bit transparent right here. So that looks kind of cool. It's like a floating reflectant orb. Now it's time to show you what the Explorer does. So you can select lots of parts in here. I can just simply delete it by clicking delete, and you can also select multiple parts by hitting shift, and then it selects all the parts in between, and then I could just hit delete and delete all those, but I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to click Command Z, or if you're on Windows, Control Z. Now just click the select tab, and then you can select it all around like that. You can click the move right here to move it around. You can click the scale to scale it up or scale it down. Grab the rotate tool and rotate it a lot like this. You can anchor right here. So if I hit run and it's not anchored like that, then it will fall on the ground like that. Then I'm just going to hit stop, and if I anchor and hit run, then it will stay in the air and not move. So I'm just going to hit stop, then just go to the model tab up right here, and then you can have all the move, scale, all that kind of stuff. But then I can also change my rotate to like 5, and then when I rotate it, I can have lots of increments where I could rotate it like this. And then there's also the move right here, which if I put it at like 5, then I would only be able to move it like this. On this tab, I would only be able to move it like this. And on the scale tab, I would only be able to move it in increments of 5 too. But I'm just going to have something like 0.1. And that's how you select, move, rotate, and change the increments of all this kind of stuff. Now, let's just go back to the home tab. And then right here, if you have collisions on, then grab the move tool, and I try to move it into this part right here, I couldn't do that. But if I have the collisions off and I try to move it into the part, I could do it like that. I'm just going to turn my render quality down because my computer's lagging. You can always have it something as simple like level 3 or 9, but I'm just going to have mine at level 1 right now. If you go to the test tab, you can also click run right here, play here. So if I click play and I had a spawn point like right here, I would spawn right there. If I just click play, it would spawn me wherever the spawn point is. But if you have multiple, it kind of randomizes it. But if there's lots of people joining, then it would make it to where when 2 people join at the same time, then they would both spawn at different spawn points. Now I spawned where my spawn point was, so I'm just going to hit stop, and I'm away from my spawn point, and I'm going to click play and click play here. Then it will spawn me wherever my camera is, so I spawned away from the spawn point right here. And there's also the thing that I showed you, which was run, where your character doesn't spawn, but it still renders whatever would happen with the physics. Now I'm just going to hit stop, and then there's another thing where you can start a local server, which is basically, I'm just going to click start. Now you can see that I loaded right here with a local server where if I go to another screen, then I can control the other person. This is handy for when you have games that require 2 people to play, so I'm just going to click clean up right here. And once you have that all cleaned up, you're just back here. And there's also another thing where right here you can have it to where there's a team create right here, but I don't have team create enabled. And if you go to the view right here, there's lots of other things like output if you were scripting, and there's also plugins, which I have a video on how to use those too. And there's also one last thing, which is the game settings. I have a video on that, so you can go ahead and click on that and learn how to use those. And there's lots of other things, but this is just the very basic. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.